Hi, welcome to Rayho Adventures. My name is Jenna, and I am a mom of two boys, ages 11 and 8. We are a homeschooling family of four in Texas, and I know we have been gone for a long time. Um, but this video is kind of to reintroduce ourselves into the homeschooling world. We have had some personal tragedies recently that have happened that have kind of derailed our homeschooling routine. And as much as I didn't feel motivated to do any videoing or any documenting of our homeschool journey, I think it's really, really important to discuss because I did not have any kind of precedent to deal with these kinds of things that happen in life. What's up, buddy?
Sorry, sorry for ruining your video.
Okay, what's up, baby?
Nothing. I just wanted to.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. I love you.
I'm sorry for
You did
ruining
not
your
ruin my video. I just love that you come in to give me a hugs. How you doing?
And I want to know when you're done with that. Want to see me last summer?
I can do a show. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, just let me do a little video
Yeah,
first.
I know.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You are fine, sweetie. I love you.
Love you.
Can you just shut the door? Thank you. Um, like I was saying, I think it is so important to talk about. So there can be other people who might not be feeling alone when they go through these things. A little bit of a background is we have a great homeschooling community that we have built. It's very hard to find homeschooling community, I think, at the onset, but we have worked hard to build a great group of kids and families. It's a small group, but we have found our group nonetheless. Just as a background, we are a secular homeschooling family in the Dallas area, and it is very hard to find secular families in Texas that homeschool, especially with the current political climate where the Ten Commandments are being posted in public schools, and that is kind of the way that the trend is going. We are unicorns in the fact that we choose to homeschool for religious freedom purposes, meaning I don't really want any other person talking about their personal religious beliefs in a public school setting to my children. I feel like that is a family choice, that is a personal family choice, and that is something that needs to be discussed in the home, not at a public school. So there are many reasons we homeschool, but that is a major one of them. Anyway, we have built our community brick by brick over many years. We have found a very small but wonderful secular group of other homeschooling families. And when a tragedy happens, like the one that we have recently experienced just a few weeks ago, it shakes us to our core. One of my son's oldest and best friends passed away in a very unexpected way. She was 12 years old, and it was devastating, was not expected, and I was not expecting to have to learn how to parent through grief like this when a child who is healthy and vibrant and passionate for life just goes away unexpectedly. So it shook me, it shook my husband, it shook our friend group. They were absolutely integral part of our homeschooling family. And so while we homeschool through the summer in a very light manner, we do just the basics, ELA, math, kind of some fun game schooling type things. We just stopped. And we just kind of took time to go through some of the stages of grief. And shock being the first one. And we're still kind of like in that area. Um, so I will say the reason that I was inspired to come back and do some videos for homeschooling is because um, it happens, unfortunately. Um, People that we love that are close to us pass away. I have been blessed to not have any kind of tragic or shocking experiences aside from this one. In terms of death, I've had older relatives pass away due to illness and old age, and it is more expected and in some ways makes it easier to come to grips with. In cases where that is not true, in this certain case, I did not have any previous experience to draw on to help my kids to go through it. So, um, I will say we are slowly starting to get in the groove of getting ready for our new school year. Here in Texas, in our area, public schools started mid-August, which in my opinion is way too early, but I think they're starting to take more breaks during the school year, and that's just the trend that's happening now. So I try to follow a little bit maybe more of the schedule of a public school where if they start school, we're kind of back to school. That did not happen this year. We took all of August and just kind of dealt with life situations and our emotions and our grief, and now it's coming into early mid September, and I know we need to get going. So here we are. Um, a few notes I want to talk about in regards to grief and parenting and helping kids through grief, but also dealing with my own grief because it's hit me in a really hard, unexpected way. Um, I do want to say that there's no specific timeline for feeling grief. Um, I definitely had a couple weeks of just shock, like, "What? I can't believe this has happened. I feel like I'm going to see our little friend maybe in a week or in 2 weeks or when we go back to our homeschool co-op or where, that's where we met her, and we had my sons had taken classes and planned classes with her this year." There's no timeline for how you're supposed to feel, and so I remind myself that, I remind my kids that. Um, there will be times during the day that we're feeling back to normal, and then it will just randomly, maybe my older son has a little bit of an outburst or a little bit of behavior where I'm like, whoa, where's that coming from? And then he does remind me, it's like, yeah, well, I've lost my best friend, and I'm just like, yes, absolutely understand. Let's try to work through it. Let's talk about it. Let's deal with it in a way that maybe is a little bit more appropriate or healthy. So we know that there's no timeline, that we have to get over it. We will never get over the fact that our one of our great friends is gone and that she's kind of frozen in time at 12. I know that, and it makes me grieve for my kids that one of their core memories is that they have lost their best friend at a very early age, which is devastating. But it's the truth. Um, I am trying to prioritize their little selves, their little beings, instead of putting schoolwork ahead of that. Simply because I can see if I'm trying to stick to a schedule, if I'm trying to be on track with public school, if I'm trying to keep up, it's going to ultimately negatively affect them and how they view school. I don't want to prioritize schooling over the grieving process, over the fact that we're a family and that we are dealing with a tragedy together. So that's why I delayed school for as long as I did. It's been, like I said, 3 weeks now. So it's time to kind of start getting back into it. This year, It's going to look different. We have chosen not to attend our homeschool co op that we've been at for a few years now. That's going to feel different. That was always on Wednesdays. So now we have an opening in our schedule, which is good. We may return to co op at some point, but it's just a little too raw right now since our friend was a staple part of that co op. And so we are going to try some things different. We already have joined another more relaxed homeschooling group that gets together for um, random pickup sports games, or they have different activities that we will definitely be a part of more this year. Um, but in terms of curriculum, we're going to talk about what our year is going to look like and what we're using. For my oldest, he is 11, he is in sixth grade. He is going to be doing most everything online with Miacademy. I know I had made a video at the end of last year. We were trying it out. Most of the time, Miacademy gives you a whole month trial for just $1, and we took them up on that offer and really saw the benefit of having an online homeschool. So, we are doing that. It is a curriculum. It is not an online school. So I love that because I still have all the control. I get to, as a parent, choose what days we take off, what lessons we assign, what assessments we assign, if they need to be done again. There's PDFs that can be downloaded that go along with it, so I can choose how much work he does, if we need extra help or whatever. I love the control aspect that I get as a parent. So Owen will be doing math, ELA, science, US government this year. He's also taking a typing course in Spanish. The only thing that we are not doing with Me Academy for him is a spelling curriculum. So he will be doing all about spelling. I think it's the fifth year. I don't know. I don't think it's called fifth year, but it's level 5. But yes, I think it would normally be around the fifth year. So with Elliot, who is currently in second grade, he has dyslexia. So that has been our current struggle. But he is doing great. We are making great progress. I'm happy to see it. He will be doing math, science, social studies, all with Me Academy with my assistants, and he will be doing Handwriting Without Tears, which is our cursive program this year, and All About Reading, which I have loved for him. We're revisiting it. It follows the Orton Gillingham method for, which is perfect for dyslexia. He has made great progress with that. If you remember from our videos previous, we went ahead and went back to square one, the very basic, starting with the pre-reading. We went through all of that at the end of the year, and we went ahead and started level 1 again. He is now going through level 1 with so much more success. I don't want to say ease because it's not easy for him, but with so much more success and confidence. And that has made a huge amount of difference. He is confident about the things he's learned about beginning to read, which makes me so happy. We're just in a much better place. And he is more ready to read than he was previously. So that makes me happy. So we will continue with that program. And yeah, and then we're going to supplement with homeschool activities through our new group that we are trying out. We have still a great homeschool community. We have a smaller homeschool community now, but we have another great family who is secular that is another group of the boys, just really, really great friends. We see them quite a bit every week. We have been really prioritizing friends and being around people that we care about and that care about us. They were also very good friends with our friend who passed away. So it just definitely helps that we have other friends that are going through the same thing, which is amazing. Community is so important, if not the most important thing for us in homeschool. Finding your people, it will help you get through the roughest of times. And so that is pretty much what our year is going to be. That is the advice of a somewhat seasoned homeschooler. Community, 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 and prioritizing people over curriculum and schoolwork, I think, is the way to go in these situations. Grieving, feeling your feelings, talking about your feelings, being okay with talking about your feelings, all of those things have helped us to slowly move forward in a healthy way that I think will help us to grow and to learn from these experiences, because this is life. And this won't be the first time, I'm sure, that they experience death and grief, but this was a hard one to experience. And we'll just take these experiences and put them in our toolbox, and hopefully we can continue on and grow from here. So I apologize for a little bit of a downer video, but that's where we've been at right now. So I'm hoping to make more regular videos, but again, we're prioritizing people over, getting things done in productivity. So I hope you've had a wonderful start to your school year, and I cannot wait for you to come along with us on our journeys and adventures. We've got some trips planned that we're hoping to kind of bring us joy and bring us experiences. So I hope you'll be along with us for that. So until next time, again, I'm Jenna. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in, and I hope to see you next time.